I'm not there.
Good evening, family, friends, administration, and the graduating class of 2025. Thank you for sharing this special evening. At this time, please rise for the presentation of colors and playing of our national anthem, and remain standing for the playing of our alma mater. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
to thee. We will sing of faith and loyalty, trust and courage for thy days ahead. And we'll never forget the Lancer, strive to win today. Hail to thee, our alma mater, ever onward guard thy name.
At this time, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to recognize members of the audience who have served in the United States military. Will all members of the audience who have or are currently serving our country please stand and be recognized at this time? In the General McLane High School class of 2025, there are 5 students who have committed to the service of the United States of America through our armed forces. I ask that the following students stand and be recognized at this time. Connor Ryan Avery, United States Army Reserves. Grant Samuel Cunningham, Army National Guard. Micah James Fales, United States Marines. Kendra Lee Cope, Army National Guard. And Rayleigh Elizabeth Selesky, Army National Guard. Thank you for your service. The General McLane School District consists of 4 schools. Today's graduates have progressed through either McCain or Edinburgh Elementary, James W. Parker Middle School, and General McLane High School. Together, the teachers in this district have provided the education and guidance necessary for our seniors to reach this milestone. Their united efforts have produced high-quality graduates, and their hard work has made us proud. Tonight, we thank our faculty, administration, and staff from all 4 buildings and ask that they stand and be recognized at this time.
Graduation Day. This is the day that the past 4 years of high school have led up to. Our peers. Celebrate yourself, your child, or your loved one, but be mindful to not steal anyone else's thunder. This idiom of stealing thunder, as well as the idioms of my fellow speakers, hold deeper meanings than their literal definitions, and we deemed these meanings important to share with you all today. To my peers, we all created our high school thunder, our impact in different ways. Not one of us should think for a moment that the people next to us have a more successful, fulfilling life simply because they got better grades in high school. The A's, B's, F's don't necessarily define us. It is the effort that we put in that will define us. And even if you didn't put any effort into high school, then you still have plenty of opportunities to do so in the future. Throughout the year, we have each set individual goals that propelled us forward. Our individual achievements add up to a lot, but together as a class, we are a force to be reckoned with. There are many reasons to be proud of yourself today, but make sure to not steal someone else's thunder on this big day in all of our lives. To the audience, as I speak up here with some of my peers, I hope that every one of you in this room
can hear the thunder of this class's accomplishments and aspirations. Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. Once in a blue moon. Scientifically, a blue moon is defined as the second full moon in a single calendar month, occurring every few years due to the slight discrepancy between the length of the average month in the moon cycle. Personally, I long thought that this saying referred to the rarity that was my favorite special flavor appearing at Dairy Supreme. In my childish perception of time, a few weeks of summer without blue moon ice cream was a very painful eternity. In both of these scenarios, however, remains a recognition of scarcity that makes a moment special. Today, we gather to recognize the once-in-a-lifetime event of our high school graduation. While this moment is significant to us all because it currently stands alone, it also serves as a promise that with ambition, determination, and growth, there will continue to be achievements to honor. Like a blue moon that is certain to return within a few years, our graduation marks one instance of success that will surely be followed by more in the years to come. So, as we now celebrate the triumphs of our high school careers, we also look forward and celebrate our full and bright futures.
Thank you, Elena. Now, so far today, you've heard speeches with the idioms like stealing your thunder or once in a blue moon. Mine is a little different. It's something I was told that my grandpa used to say. He wasn't trying to be inspirational, though. He was just trying to make a joke, and it has stuck with me ever since. It goes something like this. Wish in one hand, poop in the other, and see which one fills up first. I know it sounds funny, but let's talk about what it really means, because behind the messiness and the smelliness, there's something real and valuable there. Wishing is something that everybody does. Specifically in high school, we've all wished for things. We've wished for better grades. We've wished to win a football game. We've wished we made different choices. For example, right now I'm wishing I didn't chip my tooth at the senior slip and slide. But in reality, wishing doesn't change anything. Doing something does. That saying, funny as it sounds, is reminding us that if all you do is sit around and wish for things to happen, you're going to be sitting there for a long time. Life isn't about what you wish will happen. It's about what you make happen. You can wish for your dream college, your dream job, or your dream life, but none of that will happen if you don't put in any effort. And yeah, that effort might be annoying and you don't feel like doing it. You might even miserably fail trying, but you'll be moving forward while others are still sitting there wishing away. So as you walk out of here today, I don't want you to stop wishing for things. Instead, I want you to make a plan for how you're going to accomplish that wish. Set some goals. Put in the time. Maybe even make some mistakes. But learn from them. Because at the end of the day, it's better to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty with real effort than to end up holding, well, you know.
Thank you, Rami. We're all in the same boat. When we walked into high school, we didn't know what to expect, but we all had the same goal, to get our diploma and graduate. Throughout high school, we've shared similar experiences, like taking the same classes, getting a piece of bread that's supposed to be garlic toast for lunch, school dances, and just making it to Easter break. But all of us have different stories of how we got through them. We all had different perspectives on each experience. Some of us had extra burdens to worry about outside of school too, like jobs, family responsibilities, or multiple sports. At some points in our journey through high school, the waters were choppy, and we were struggling to keep up with all the schoolwork. At some points, we felt like we were smooth sailing, acing every test thrown our way. And at other points, we felt like we were pulling others through the seat, working harder than them, but still being in the same position. Let's just say everyone had a different seat in the boat, even though we all were going to the same place. Over the 4 years of high school, it's a universal thought to question if you'll make it. But through high school, we always had each other to help keep everyone afloat. Everyone made an impact toward where we are today, no matter where your seat has been on the boat. For example, that joke you told was a highlight of someone's day. The lesson you helped explain allowed the whole class to pass the next test. The compliments you gave showed people that they can be themselves. So, as we reach the end of our trip together, Let's never forget the strength and trust we hold in each other, and always have courage to keep sailing forward on whatever boat you may be on.
If we could have our senior singers join us as well, please.
This is my song, O God upon the nations, the song of peace for lands afar and nigh. This is my home, the country where I live. You are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. In other lands are meeting with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams dark over me and high. But other lands have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Hear my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. This is my song, O God of the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home, the country my blood is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. What's in our hands with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine.
It doesn't feel that long ago that I was a confused freshman wandering the hallways and wondering where the heck the 600 hallway was. Seriously, when was someone going to tell me we had an upstairs? I can remember a moment from the first day of freshman year when I was nearly on the brink of tears, worrying about being late to class because I couldn't get my lock to open. Luckily for me, a kind soul with a shiny head stopped by to help. Someone I would later learn to be the very principal of our school, Mr. Menno. To avoid a disastrous second day, I took the lock home and practiced until it became second nature. And now, I'm able to open the lock without even thinking about the numbers, practically without even looking. Much like my first day troubles with the lock, the confusion of the hallways quickly dissipated as I learned the layout and where the stairs were. Throughout high school, I've continued to have moments in which the tasks ahead of me have seemed nearly impossible. Whether it be youth substitution with Mr. T, a killer swim workout by Coach Emily, or finishing the infamous Cousins research paper. However, through practice or the help of teachers and my fellow students, I've been able to understand and even master these skills. So while the next steps in life may seem daunting, give it some time because soon enough, you'll look back and see it's not rocket science.
Thank you, Katie. Throughout my time at General McLane, I have been astonished by how many random activities can fit into such a short time span and how much value all of these activities can add. In our time spent here, there have been numerous instances in which we have been stressed out, overwhelmed, and stretched thin. Be it a jam-packed week of exams and club commitments, or booking it out of the district meet to make it to senior prom, it seems that our schedules have been filled to the brim. However, in the commitments we make, we create ourselves and pave the course we ultimately follow. We find our limits, our passions, and our community. As we move beyond these high school years, each of us faces a new chance to bite off more than we can chew. Much like stressing a muscle to cause it to grow, I've found that biting off more than I can chew, allegedly overworking myself, or hearing loving remarks from my parents that I'm so busy I'm never home, is the time when I've grown the most. The activities, sports, and commitments I've made, and the people I've met through them have all been by far the most rewarding part of high school and are undoubtedly the hardest to leave behind. However, I can also look forward with optimism to the plethora of opportunities that lay ahead. Regardless of where you are all headed, I hope that you too choose to bite off more than you think you can chew and take risks to soak in all the experiences and opportunities that await you in this next step. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. As children, we were all asked what we wanted to be when we grew up. As seniors in high school, I'm sure we've all been asked a similar question. What are you going to do after high school? There are, of course, a select few of us that just knew when we were little. However, most of us have changed our minds many times since we were first asked that question. Throughout our high school years, we've gone back to the drawing board over and over again. We've reconsidered our futures over and over again. We've tried to navigate the influence of those around us, and we've aimed to be true to who we are. Whatever factors we attempted to accommodate, though, have made it certain it is not easy to decide. To try time and time again to answer the question of what we will do with our lives. It is daunting not to know what is next, especially when it seems like everyone else has it figured out. However, it has also become certain that we do not have to know what our lives will be. We do not have to see the whole path, only the next step. And when we don't even know that much, we must remember that it can be okay to start again, to rethink, and to go back to square one. We must remind ourselves there's always the drawing board.
Thank you, Ainsley. To start this off, I want to cut to the chase and tell a past experience of mine, one that, to this day, I still can't fully explain. The story takes place while I was driving to school a couple weeks back. As I was driving, I looked out my window and saw something oddly placed. I couldn't quite make out what it was. No matter how many times I drove by, it always managed to deceive me. At first glance, it looked like a cooler, the kind you fill with drinks on a hot summer day. But on the way home, I saw it again and thought it might be one of those old box TVs someone had just dropped off and abandoned. Constant second guessing messed with my head, so I started to overthink everything. Eventually, I gave up trying to figure it out and pulled my car over. I got out, cautiously walked toward the object, having no idea what to expect or even what to say. But when I saw it, my jaw dropped. It was a microwave. Just a normal, slightly dented 900-watt microwave sitting in the grass like it was waiting for leftovers that would never come. Now, if you ask me, I couldn't tell you if it had been sitting there for days or even weeks. I had no clue why it was there or even who left it. But the real question that haunted me was, what did it mean? What was the deeper message, the hidden purpose? And eventually it hit me. There was no purpose. It was just an old microwave sitting on the side of the road. In that spirit, I want to leave you off with this thought. I started this speech promising to cut to the chase and then spent a minute talking about a microwave. The truth is, nobody really cuts to the chase. We all get deceived, overthink, and drag things out. So as we move forward, let's try to be clear, but also accept that the chase sometimes takes a while. And if you were expecting me to cut to the chase today, well, congratulations. You got the scenic route instead. Thanks for listening anyway.
Good afternoon. Now, before I go on, I just want to say what an honor it is to be standing here today as your class student speaker. I guess you could say there's a little pressure on me to make this good. But I'm here to speak for you, and maybe you'll even relate. I've always dreamed of this day, but now that it's actually, I have the most bittersweet feeling. Bitter because it means saying goodbye to the late night studying, the waves in the hallways, and the moments we're proud way more than we probably. Sweet because we survived. We made it through all the challenges. We left our mark, and we made some of the best memories to look back on. It's strange how once that so intimidating became a second home. We started this journey not knowing exactly where it would take us, but here we are, sitting together prepared to take our final walk across the stage. And let's be honest, some of us are just praying. As someone who grew up dancing and enjoying the arts, I've always found comfort in the rhythm, the discipline, and in the way movement can say things words sometimes can't. It's taught me how to be graceful under pressure. It taught me how to keep going even when I missed a step, even when I was exhausted, and even when I wasn't sure I could move on. Isn't that kind of like life? High school was its own choreography, full of unexpected stumbles and moments that were its race. But we learned the steps. We kept working through the awkward beginnings, and now here we are, nailing the final pose. I have one main difference regarding everyone else up here. I didn't have perfect grades. Heck, I barely passed calculus. My point is that this moment isn't just about a piece of paper, the cords around your neck, or the fancy road crown. It's about everything we went through to get here. All the assignments that tested our patience, the pop quizzes that felt like surprise attacks, and the cafeteria food that kept us humble. We've grown so much, not just in knowledge, but as people. Good luck in your next adventure. I'll miss this.
Thank you, Gabby. Heading into the next phase of our lives, many of us believe we have a plan of what our next steps may be, or at least a hope for the life we wish to lead and what we want to see happen. But things come along that are out of our control. The loss of a loved one, challenges with school, difficulties at work, stress, anger, and sadness will find each of us eventually, oftentimes when least expected. When these things happen, it's important to give yourself the ability to be sad and momentarily bend to the pressures around you, but then to also recover from hardships and stay flexible in attitude in order to prevent being permanently damaged or broken by the stress or circumstance. As we navigate the inevitable, bending to difficult situations in life and learning from them instead of giving into or fighting the challenges thrust onto us will help us grow stronger and more comfortable the next time a strong gust of wind hits our way. We will welcome in this change of wind speeds, bend as it pushes past, and remain flexible when it is over, returning to the sturdy position we began with new knowledge and experience.
Thank you, Jane. Today is the day we've all been waiting for. The day we get to leave General McLane and go off to build our future. Many of us are very excited to leave high school in the past, but honestly for me, the moment is more bitter than sweet. This moment means saying goodbye to the people I've grown up with and have helped shape me into the person I am. Now, many of you may not think that's true for you, but it is. Personally, some of my best relationships have started simply by where I sat in class. Although, the sad truth is, many of these classroom friendships will be over after our time in high school. We all go our separate ways and forget about some of the best parts of our lives the last 4 years. Everyone says they will keep in touch, but that quickly turns into an I miss you comment on an Instagram post. So fellow classmates, my biggest piece of advice is don't be a stranger. With these new experiences to come, it can be easy to just get an all new set of friends and forget about the ones that have been there for you since elementary school. Obviously, life happens and people change, but rekindling relationships can remind you of all the amazing memories you've had together. At the beginning of high school, me and my one friend since elementary school kind of drifted apart as we became friends with different groups of people. But that soon changed, and we were able to become best friends again, and we're even starting this next chapter of our lives together, and I'm so excited for it. So please, don't be a stranger And don't forget the people that have been by your side the last 4 years.
Thank you, Sophia. Everyone knows the saying, when it rains, it pours. Most people tend to only see this idiom with a negative connotation to it. How it seems that all of life's challenges come at you all at once at the worst time possible. And once you think it can't get any worse, it always does. How this whole series of events just seems like sheer bad luck. Maybe it was not getting enough sleep, spilling your energy drink on yourself, forgetting to do your homework or leaving your iPad at home, a surprise mentorship meeting that nobody really wants to go to, going to lunch just to see they made a mystery meat meal with the leftovers that were sometimes surprisingly good, but devastating to the health of your gut. And to finish it all off, you slam your finger in your locker door on the way out of school. And even after all that, the sun still rose the next day. Your life wasn't over. So next time when it rains, instead of giving in to what might feel like a flash flood of problems, take the current head on and fight it. If worse comes to worse, you might have a bad day or even a bad week. But if you fight that current, you will have learned something about yourself that you did not know before. And what used to be a torrential downpour is now just a light drizzle. So next time there's a storm on the horizon, bring your raincoat and maybe even a life jacket because you might need it. And when it feels like it might just never end, remember, your storm is out of rain.
General McLane School District joins with 11 other school districts to jointly own and operate the Erie County Technical School. Many of our graduates have completed one of the 18 programs offered at the school. They are wearing a green honor cord to designate them as ECTS students and were recognized in a ceremony on May 28th. We ask that our ECTS graduates please stand and be recognized at this time. Students selected to the National Honor Society have demonstrated exemplary characteristics in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. The members of the graduating class of 2025 who have been accepted into the National Honor Society are wearing blue cords this evening. These students were honored at an acceptance ceremony during the school year, and they should stand and be recognized at this time. At General McLane, we are proud of the advanced placement program offered to our students. Candidates for the AP Capstone Diploma have earned a 3 or higher in AP Seminar, AP Research, and on 4 additional AP exams. This is the first year that we offer this recognition. I would ask that these 6 students stand and be recognized at this time. At General McLane High School, we feel a sense of duty and responsibility in the promotion of public education. General McLane students who are considering careers in education join the Education Academy as juniors. To gain experience in the field, Academy students spend a quarter at one of our district schools, and they offer assistance in district classrooms. Education Academy students are wearing red, white, and silver cords, and they should stand and be recognized at this time. The General McLane Academy of Medical Arts and Engineering is proud to recognize its 9th graduating class of the Academy. These students prepared for careers in engineering and the medical field by completing a prescribed curriculum, a job shadowing experience, and by attending a speaker series. These students are wearing red and white cords to designate them as Academy students, and they should stand and be recognized at this time. The class of 2025 is the 9th graduating class of General McLane High School to be recognized according to the Latin recognition system. Students are wearing a pin this evening in honor of their academic achievements. Students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 3.99 are being recognized as cum laude graduates. These students are wearing bronze-colored pins. Would these students please stand and be recognized at this time? Students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 to 4.39 are being recognized as magna cum laude graduates. These students are wearing silver-colored pins. Would these students please stand and be recognized at this time? Students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.4 or higher are being recognized as summa cum laude graduates. This year, we have 14 students who have earned the title of summa cum laude. These students are wearing gold-colored pins, and they're recognized by a cross in the program. These students are individually Sophia, Camille, Allison, Lena Ann Bookhammer, Owen Matthew Eisert, Elise Teagan Hoppy, Jane Marie Howard, Carissa Grace Calmy, Pacey Jean Morgan Moran, that's Pacey Jean Moran. One more time. Bryce Alton Mulligan. Ramey Ellen Klaus. Ainsley Kate Fuller. Lila Salas Alvarez. Catherine Elizabeth Quinn. Isabella Lene Williams. And Gabriel Valentine Wolf. The General McLane High School Student Choice Award is presented to an outstanding senior selected by vote of the members of the senior class. The General McLane High School Student Choice Award is presented this 6th day of June, 2025 to Gabriella Mackenzie Stanley. The General McLane High School Faculty Choice Award is presented to an outstanding senior selected by vote of the General McLane High School faculty. The General McLane High School Faculty Choice Award is presented this 6th day of June, 2025 to Ramey Ellen Klaus. The Be All You Can Be Scholarship is named in honor of Donald James and Janet Beverly Wren. Jim and Beverly were kind to strangers, treated everyone with respect, and gave themselves in service to their church and community. They valued hard work and the importance of an education. The recipient of this award is known to exhibit the same moral values as those for whom this scholarship is named. The Be All You Can Be Scholarship is presented this 6th day of June 2025 to Jacob Ernie Zeitz. The Bree Humble and Kind Scholarship was established in memory of General McLane graduate Brianna Elder. It is awarded to a graduating senior who maintained a minimum of a 3.0 GPA, participated in high school athletics, and will be participating in Penn West University Edinburgh Intercollegiate Athletics. The recipient must be majoring in education, with a preference given to those pursuing a degree in special education. The Bree Humble and Kind Scholarship is presented this 6th day of June 2025 to Kelsey Shannon Berger. The Lamson Award is presented each year to an outstanding graduating senior who has shown industry, perseverance, and enthusiastic attendance in his or her student life. The recipient of this award is chosen by nomination of the high school front office staff. The Francis Lamson Award is presented this 6th day of June 2025 to Theodore Lee Hubble. The Administrator's Scholarship is made possible by a fund created in the name of Therese T. Walter, who served General McLane as Superintendent from 1982 to 2005. Dr. Walter always said, "No one succeeds alone. If we succeed, we owe those who helped it happen." This scholarship is dedicated to those who helped it happen, and the recipients is the sole choice of the administrators at General McLane High School. The Dr. Therese T. Walter Administrator's Award is presented this 6th day of June 2025 to 2 students whose help and commitment to General McLane will be missed. Casey James George Ramey. And Isabella Rose Benke. The Edwin J. Linden Memorial Scholarship Award is given in memory of the man who served as principal of General McLane High School from 1960 until his death in 1973. Edwin J. Linden was the first principal of the school following the consolidation and creation of the General McLane School District. The Edwin J. Linden Memorial Scholarship is the highest award which can be given by the faculty of General McLane High School. It is presented to a graduating senior who has displayed throughout his or her school career the same moral character, integrity, self-control, and discipline as was valued and practiced by the man for whom this award is named. The Edwin J. Linden Memorial Scholarship Award is presented this 6th day of June 2025 to Jane Marie Howard.
Thank you, Mr. Meno. Good evening, parents, friends, siblings who were dragged here unwillingly, staff, and soon-to-be graduates in the class of 2025. The superintendent, it's an honor and pleasure to stand here tonight, prepared to present the class of 2025 for graduation. So, class of 2025, congratulations, you made it. We're right there. Pretty close, not quite, but we're right there. There's a tradition at events like this where sometimes adults will say things like, "You are the future." And while that may be true, and it is a true story, that's not what we're going to focus on tonight. Instead, tonight I want to tell you a slightly different story. Not about your future, but about the power that you have. The power shared by every single one of you sitting there tonight, regardless of what your plans are for what you do after tonight. It does not matter. When I was little, a little bit older than you are now, there was hair, there wasn't glasses. I hadn't yet aged in dog years, kind of the way I have now. When I was about your age, I had a chance to see author Elie Wiesel speak. If you don't remember or know who Elie Wiesel is, he's a Holocaust survivor, a Nobel laureate, and an author. Maybe you read Night. Maybe you read that in middle school or some point in high school. He's the author of that book. Anyway, Wiesel, a concentration camp survivor, recounted that he had lost everything that we think of as everything. His father starved to death at the death camp in Buchenwald. His mother and younger sister died in the gas chambers of Auschwitz. The Nazis had done the thing that all dehumanizing campaigns do. They make a group of people the other, make them seem less human, and then make them an easy target. The Nazis had robbed him of everything that I thought of as everything, or at least so I thought. This tiny little frail man who stood before me after the Nazis were gone, but he stood before me and reminded us that they could take away everything else, possessions, freedom, family even, but what they could never take away is the freedom and ability that you have to choose your mindset about any situation. This power to choose can get us through the darkest of times, and it's the thing that can never be taken away. And that is why he warns us about the thing I just want to talk about tonight, which is indifference. Wiesel famously said, "The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference." The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And that sentence has sat in my chest for literally decades since hearing it the first time. Indifference, what is indifference? Indifference is not caring. Indifference is the shrug. Indifference is meh. Indifference is looking away. It's the quietest of evils and somehow the most dangerous. And so today I stand, as you stand, on this bright line between your childhood and adulthood. I want to ask just one thing of you. Please don't be indifferent. I understand that's a pretty big ask. You've grown up in a time when every scroll through your phone can show you an ocean of pain and anger. So that desire to be numb and indifferent to it is pretty easy to understand. But indifference is giving up. And you're not here tonight because you were indifferent, and you're not here tonight because you gave up. You're here because you showed up. You turned in assignments at 11:59 p.m. You sat through classes on quadratic equations. You wandered through the halls wondering why there's so much burgundy and baby blue on the lockers in the hallway. You learned how to both lead and to follow. You figured out slowly, awkwardly, but beautifully how to be you. And so I have great hope in you, not because you can be perfect, because you can care. And even when it's hard, even when it's unpopular, or even when the safe thing is to stay silent. But let's be honest, caring hurts. It's inconvenient, it's exhausting, it's a risk, because if you care for something, You could lose it and you can get hurt. So to avoid loss, you might wonder what difference does it all make? Choose not to care and choose to be indifferent. Now, I'm not asking you to care deeply about everything. That's impossible. It would be exhausting. However, the choice to care can be a part of you. You can change when you choose not to look away. You grow when you choose to sit beside someone who is not exactly like you and doesn't share every thought you have. You may matter more when you choose to make people feel like they matter. So it doesn't need to be dramatic. Sometimes it's as simple as doing the things people up here have already talked about tonight. As simple as checking in on a friend who has gone quiet, or standing up for someone who needs someone, or doing anything that stretches the version of you that you already know. Class of 2025, the world does not need your labor. The world does not need your resumes. It needs your heart. It needs your stubborn hope, and it needs your refusal to be indifferent about things. So go out there, be loud about what matters, be kind when it's hard to be kind, and be curious when it would be easier not to care. So before moving on with the evening, I want to say thank you to the class of 2025. Thank you for being the adults that make us proud to say that you are graduates of General McLane High School. Congratulations, graduates, and please don't forget to call your parents. They will absolutely miss you. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize members of the General McLane School Board. Please rise and be recognized when you are introduced. Andy Schultz, Brad Catullo, Tim Wise, Ashley Folkrod Olson, Carrie Crow, and President Evan Weber. And now, President Weber, as Superintendent of the General McLane School District, I'm especially proud to present you the General McLane High School Class of 2025 for the rite of graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Lane. Good evening, graduates, families, and friends. I apologize, I didn't get the idiom memo, so what follows here will be what I came up with. Today's marks a milestone, a hand well played in the great game of life. As you celebrate your success, I'd like to leave you with a bit of wisdom from an unexpected source. Mr. Kenny Rogers' classic, The Gambler. Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Life will deal you all kinds of hands. Some will be full of promise. Those are the ones you hold. Hold tight to your dreams, your values, and the people that lift you higher. At times, pride will give way to wisdom. That's when to fold. Not every opportunity is worth the cost. Letting go isn't losing, it's learning. There will be moments to walk away from fear, from doubt, from anything that no longer serves the person you're becoming. And yes, sometimes you'll need to run towards something bold, uncertain, and full of possibility. So as you step into the unknown, remember, life will deal you a tough hand now and then. But success isn't just about winning. It's about taking what you've learned, daring to take chances, and embracing every outcome as an opportunity to grow. So congratulations, class of 2025. May you always know when to hold on, when to let go, and when to chase your dreams. And in closing, class of 2025, yes, that's not me, sorry, my apologies. So thank you. With that, I would present the class of 2025. Congratulations.
Sophia Camille Allison. Connor Ryan Avery. Kaylee Marie Bapst. Nicole Angelique Barron. Madeline Christy Bartow. Elizabeth Jane Boffman. Emma Jo Beck. Isabella Rose Banky. Kelsey Shannon Berger. Teague Aiden Berger. Travis Jeffrey Birch. Cody Michael Berkmeyer. John Joseph Luigi Bizarro. Lena Ann Bookhammer. Stella Patricia Bridger. Logan Barrett Brookhauser. Joseph Carter Bucko. Lily Ann Burke. Ashley Brianne Campbell. Colton Scott Carey. Alex Joseph Clark. Hannah Marie Clark. Madison Lynn Cormier. Morgan Lee Cormier. Emily Robin Corson. Isaac Nicholas Crouch. Jamie Giuliano Cruz. Brandon Joseph Cubero. Lucas James Cummings. Grant Samuel Cunningham. Owen John Dactyl. Slade Matthew DeFelice. Allison Nicole Eastman. McCall Aiden Eichner. Owen Matthew Eisert. Cody Mason Etzel. Micah James Fales. Christopher Allen Fetzner. Caleb Robert Fisk. Anel Lee Thoder. Jesse James Frost. Gracie Lynn Gallagher. Thomas William Gaylord. Braden Denby Royce Grafton. Riley Nicole Green. Sienna Gabrielle Griffith. Connor Ezekiel Hamilton. Azure Wiley Harris. Anthony Dale Honeycutt. Elise Teagan Hoppy. Jay
Jane Marie Howard. Alexandra Madeline Romiak. Jackson Leroy Hubble. Theodore Lee Hubble. Parker Colden Irwin. William Gregory Gibson. Bella Renata Johnson. Isabella Rose Johnson. Jada Marie Johnson. Wyatt Austin Junkins. Carissa Grace Calme. Gurneet Kaur. Magdalene Ann Kennedy. Milo Vaughn Klein. Caitlin Marie Kamarmi. Kendra Lee Cope. Mariana Rose Kraszewski Berry. Ava Lee Kionbash. Kylie Rose Meeker. Eric Theodore Lesko. Savannah Gail Jane Lombardozzi. Riley Elise Laura. Mackenzie Louise Emma. Michael Richard Lyle Yuha. Kyle Jacob Malik. Lane Joseph Marquis. Siriona Delord Herrero. Landon Michael McLaughlin. Estella Gillette Mentz. Alyssa Grace Mahalik. Dakota Nathaniel Miller. Remy Ann Miller. Allison Page Mobilia. Cole James Montagna. Merrick Jaden Moore. Pacey Jean Moran. Mason Michael Morgan. Bryce Alton Mulligan. Cassia Brooke Myers. Brendan Frank O'Connor. Quinn Abigail Alone. Libby Lorraine Up. Thomas Stephen Phelps. Rainey Ellen Klaus. Alexa Ariana Plyler. Caitlin Marie Preston. Aiden Matthew Price. Ainsley Kate Fuller. Louis LaRon Humphrey. Catherine Elizabeth Quinn. Casey James George Ramey. Leanne Zijin Raymond. Aiden J. Reinwald. James Howard Respecki. Eva Willow Charlotte Rhodes. Sarah Marie Rice. Joshua David Rico. Harper Jonathan Brewing. Caden Nicholas Rist. Tyler Joseph Roach. Lila Margaret Tony. Braden James Roth. Jacob Robert Roth. Lila Salas Alvarez. Rayleigh Elizabeth Salusky. Pablo Antonio Santos. Noah Edward Salzgiver. Mason Russell Sayers. Abraham Joseph Schreiber. Daquan Kamari Simeon. Ethan Michael Simcoe. Damian Alex Simmons. Ethan Douglas Snyder. Skylar Paige Spencer. Hudson Ryan Spires. Emma Rose Stafford. Gabriella Mackenzie Stanley. Roslyn Marie Steele. Nicholas Edward Strick. Dylan Robert Strong. Rogan Scott Sullivan. Lily Anna Swanson. Chelsea Nicole Thayer. Emma Rose Thompson. Gianna Marie Thompson. Kyle Anthony Thompson. Daniel Lynn Topol. Miranda Ashlyn Trapp. Lincoln James Turner. Nicolin Thomas Babala. Riley David Vogt. Dakota Lynn Bowles. Ryan Dean Grobel. Cameron Allen Weber. Isabella Lene Williams. Joshua Taft Williams. Keaton Jeffrey Williams. Morgan Elizabeth Wilson. Angelina Elizabeth Wise. Dara Miriam Wise. Hugh Joseph Wolcott. Gabriel Valentine Wolf. Madeline May Wolf Wickramasinghe. Colin James Wyrich. Isaac Joseph Zeitz. Jacob Ernie Zeitz. Lincoln Ronald Zazula.
Class of 2025, please stand. This concludes the 66th commencement ceremony for the General McLane High School in the class of 2025. Congratulations, we did it.
Hey, if you guys want to leave stuff at your seat while you go take pictures and stuff, please do that. Don't carry those around if you're going to lose.